It's time for our weekend energies reading, everybody. I'm Erin, and I provide a 3-card reading for all 12 signs to reveal what messages Spirit is providing for the next 72 hours, forecasting your weekend. Let's get to it, starting with Aries. And hello, Aries. We are looking at the Six of Swords, the Moon, got a nice power card there, and the Three of Pentacles. So already seeing with the Moon there, Aries, that you are going to be feeling like you can trust yourself, trust your inner thoughts. The Moon says that you are more in tune with your visions. You're even interpreting or taking meaning from your dreams. And that means that you are going to be like that for the week, and you're going to be very in tune with what's happening internally. So use that to your best advantage. Now, with the Six of Swords, we are talking about improvement and steady progress. So you're going to be, something has been going on for you for quite some time, and now you're kind of getting to the point where you're moving past it. You're going to be getting better from it. So that, along with the Moon, I'm feeling like it's just because you are more in tune with things this weekend and more in tune in general. So you're coming out of that period of difficulty, and you're able to move forward and feel like you have made some improvement in your life. So that is a good thing for you, Aries, and you want to keep that going. You want to make sure that you just keep moving forward. Whatever you're doing, whatever you want to move forward, you have to move forward with that steady progress in mind. So that Six of Swords is saying that, yes, that's what's going to be happening for you. And then, of course, with the Moon, it's saying that you can trust how you feel about something. Go with your intuition on this. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. And with the Three of Pentacles, we're talking about creativity. So creativity in the business realm and with money. So definitely here, if you have the creativity with your money and in business, being able to think outside the box to get some ideas flowing that will help you increase your financial gain or your material gain, then obviously these things coming out of that period of difficulty and being able to move forward and have steady progress and being able to really trust yourself and what you are feeling, what you are seeing, being able to really get to the root of something, those are definitely working together. So it's just saying that you are going to be very prosperous. You're going to be, but because of yourself, because of what you know and what you are really pushing forward for something. So keep with that, Aries, and just know that the Moon is saying that you are meant to be more successful with this. And between your swords and your pentacles, definitely saying that you are working to be more financially stable, make your life better in general. So that is what I am seeing for you this weekend, Aries. And hello to you, Leo. Thank you for checking in. And now let's see what Spirit is saying for you. So we have the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. So you have a power card here, and I always think of the Hermit as a card that is helping you to remember what you need to do for yourself, to take time for yourself, and to check in with your own thoughts. Like, you already know what's going on, but sometimes you need to calm everything else down around you and really get into your inner thoughts, your inner wisdom. So that being in your reading, I'm feeling like this week, Leo, that you do need to tap into what you need. There's something that you need to resolve, something that you need to break from your normal routine from in order to make sure that you can come up with an answer and come up with something that's good for you. So with the Two of Swords, starting with that Two of Swords now, you are at a period of indecision. So I feel like this weekend is going to be a time where you get to the choice that you need to make, that you might need to work with someone else to do this. But because you have the Hermit as well, saying that your inner wisdom is going to be good enough, it's going to get your answers done. I think that Two of Swords is just saying that period of indecision is going to be coming to an end after you take some time to really contemplate what it is that you need to do, what the answer needs to be for you. You already have it. You just need to stop, quiet your mind, quiet your life, quiet yourself, and think about it. Think about it and be away from the fray, be away from all the day to day life. Really give yourself some solitude, and I would say physical as well as emotional in this case. Break away from that social activity, social media, break away from all of that so that you can really hone in on yourself and what you're thinking and what you already know. And then that Two of Swords will be a lot easier for you. That indecision won't be so overpowering. Then you have your Queen of Wands, and with the Queen of Wands, we're talking about accomplishment and inspiration and being optimistic about all of the above. So again, she's saying to you that you need to take that time to have that sense of accomplishment. So being inspired and wanting to really get to the bottom of something, giving yourself the time that it takes to really take a break and figure it out. And then that decision that needs to be made, it will be made. So just have faith in yourself, Leo, and know that you will get to the answer. But you are going to have to break away from everything. You have to follow your own path for a little while and really figure out, really just, you have the answer. You don't need to ask anyone else. So that indecision can be solved by you. Just be inspired and keep yourself on the right track. And that is what I'm seeing for you, Leo. And welcome, Sagittarius. And let's see what we have for you. We are looking at the Two of Wands, Death, and the Hierophant. So 2 power cards in your reading. So Spirit's definitely sending you a message this weekend, Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing right here is you have Death and you have the Hierophant. Well, the Hierophant is your spiritual guide. He's there to help you get past that brink of spiritual growth. He's there to encourage you to grow more spiritually, period, to help you with what you need, to be your mentor, to be your guide, and to remind you of tradition as well. He does wear the religious garb, so he is there for you for all sorts of things in the spiritual realm, and if you would like, also the religious realm. So if you've been feeling like you're lacking or like you've been kind of craving a little deeper meaning in your life, or you have really wanted to check out a more spiritual avenue, this is the weekend for it, Sagittarius, because the Hierophant is there to help you. Now, with Death, we know that Death is talking about being open to a change, being accepting an ending, a big ending, so that something new can happen for you. So I don't feel, usually when I see Death, I'm not feeling like it is the end, a physical end, Sagittarius. I feel like in this case, something big is going to be ending for you so that you can have that change. And it will be a huge change. It will be a transformation. So you're going to be getting the opportunity to try something new, do something new, something that you've been longing to do, and now it's going to happen for you. And with the Two of Wands, we are talking about discovery, but also having a reliable partner to help you with that. So not necessarily being your life partner or your spouse, but someone who really just wants to help you, and someone you can rely on, someone who has the same end game or the goal. They want to see this happen for you. And with that person, you'll be able to make the best decision possible for yourself. And again, we see here with Death and the Hierophant that you have some big things coming up that you're going to need the reliable partner and the spiritual guide. You're going to need that in order to have that smooth transition with Death. So I would say that something is going to present itself to you this weekend that is going to encourage you to let that end happen, or to actually create the change yourself. So if you see the opportunity for some change, especially if it's something you've really been wanting, then this is the time, Sagittarius. Go ahead and do it, because the cards and Spirit are saying that it's time. You are ready, and you have that guide, you have a reliable partner, you have that sense of discovery, and you want something to happen. So let it happen. And that is what I am seeing for you this week. And hello to you, Cancer. Thank you for stopping by. And now let's see what we have for you. We are starting with the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So some nice high swords here. So with the Page of Swords, we are talking about curiosity and wanting to understand things more, almost to the point where you would be willing to try it yourself. So this weekend might be a discovery weekend where you are going to be checking out some things that have been of interest to you, probably for a while. The page is saying that you are willing to take that on, to get your hands on it, to get involved so that you can understand it better. And it is something that you've, like I said, you've been curious about it. You've wanted to know how this works for a long time. So this weekend you're going to take that plunge. You're going to give it a try. Now the Ace of Swords is talking about mental clarity and breakthroughs, being able to do something that you probably either didn't think you could do or never thought you would have the opportunity to do. So both of your swords are talking about the opportunity to do something new. So something interesting and new is coming for you, Cancer, this weekend. And you're going to have the guts to try it, which you cannot beat that. When you have the strength and you have the wherewithal to try something that you really have been curious about but have been hesitant for quite some time, and now this weekend you're going to have the guts to do it. So that's very exciting. I hope that that's what happens for you, Cancer, because I could think of a couple things that I would really like to try, but I just haven't either had the opportunity or haven't been presented with the opportunity and the wherewithal, knowing that you can do this, have the skill set. You know what I mean? Something that you want to try, you haven't had the opportunity, but you will now. And then with your Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles is talking about protecting your resources and knowing how to balance them when you need to, so that you have that stability, you have a stable base for your finances. So in that case, I would say that you're not trying something new with your money. I wouldn't think, but I mean, it could be something involving money that you've been wanting to try, like different ways to invest money, different ways to earn money. So that could be what this is, Cancer, that you're going to be experiencing and learning a new way to make money or handle your money for your financial future. Because that Four of Pentacles is talking about economic stability. So whatever you're doing is going to cause you to become more stable in the financial realm. So maybe that's what your challenge is talking about, that you're going to be learning something new in the world of money. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. And welcome, Scorpio. And let's get started. We have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Tower. So, starting with that Nine of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, that's talking about success in the financial realm and being very confident with your money and actually feeling like you are very successful with money. And with that, of course, comes a higher self-esteem, just really a sense of good luck and prosperity when it comes to money, which I find interesting because what do we have at the end of this weekend's reading? We have the Tower. So what that would say to me is your money is not involving, the Tower is not involving money. But with your Page of Wands, your action card, again, good news. It's talking about optimism and ambition and being very lucky when it comes to a current venture that you're involved in, or a new opportunity that's going to come to you and also bring you good luck with work or money. So money and the business realm are definitely not going to be what the Tower's involved with, because the page actually represents optimism and enthusiasm as well when it comes to your money in this case. So what is the Tower talking about? So let's see. If our action and our money are together and they're correct, then I'm thinking that, I don't know why I'm getting a feeling it's your emotional realm, Scorpio. So your emotional realm is the Tower. So perhaps while you're doing well with your finances in your business world, in your business realm, and being enthusiastic and optimistic when it comes to your work world, perhaps you're not paying enough attention to your emotional world. And that's pretty common. I mean, that's a pretty common thing where if you're really doing well in business, matter of fact, there's some expressions with jobs like if you work in the stock market or someplace where you have to almost eat, sleep, and breathe your job, well, then you're going to lack in the romantic world. And if you ask people who are truly successful in things that, especially when it involves being your own boss or being responsible for your financial wealth and well-being, then yes, you do kind of have to eat, sleep, and breathe that business or that job. So your emotional realm. So be careful. It could be really bad. The Tower is usually chaotic at best and just not something that you want to experience. And so it comes because it needs to come in order for something good to happen for you, something very beneficial for you. So to get that beneficial outcome, going through this chaotic moment or period, could be a fairly long period of time. But if you are like this, if you are working way too hard, perhaps you should stop and evaluate your emotional and your interpersonal relationships. Got the feeling that's where the Tower is, Scorpio. And that's what I'm seeing for you. Welcome, Pisces. Thank you for stopping in. And let's see what we are starting with. We're starting with the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and start from the beginning. With the Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about perseverance and patience when it comes to a long time with developments. It may be taking a long time for you to see the outcome of what you've been working toward financially. So this weekend, it seems like you might be getting rewarded for that. You're seeing some return on your investment per se. So if you have been working on something and you've been patiently waiting for something to happen, sounds like this weekend you might be getting some word about that investment, what you've been working toward. It should actually be coming to some sort of head where you're going to get an answer about what you've been working toward. So that's what that Seven of Pentacles is talking about. Let's look at your wands now, though. The Three of Wands is talking about success and creativity, and that your initiative is going to pay off. So again, these two are definitely talking to each other. I felt like your Pentacles and your Wands were talking to each other because they're saying that the things that you have invested your time and effort, your blood, sweat, and tears in, you're finally going to start to see some sort of payoff in that respect, whether it be financially, definitely something material. I mean, it's something material that you've been working toward, and now it's coming to you. You're getting some reward for that. And even your wands are saying that some reward is going to be coming to you from something that you've invested your time and effort in. And then the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is talking about just happiness in general and being very satisfied with what's going on, but also involving something from your past. So in that case, I would say that maybe in and amongst the money and the financial realm, that there is something that is close to home for you, close to your heart, that is actually happening for you this weekend. Whether that be the people from your past or a person from your past, some really wonderful memory from your past, just something that really makes you feel appreciative for where you came from and how you're doing now and where you're going. So with that being said, having it be your financial realm, but also throwing in that little bit of warm emotion, just a really good weekend for you, Pisces, where you are seeing some long-term efforts coming to fruition, and you're getting some results from that, and then possibly even long-term relationships or commitment or things from your past also happening for you this weekend, so that you're able to reminisce and remember how that made you feel, or remember how it could actually, remembering it will actually make you feel better and feel very positive right now, this weekend. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Pisces. And hello to you, Taurus. Thank you for stopping in. And we are starting with the Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So, starting out with Fool, that's wonderful, giving you that free spirit feeling and giving you the strength and the bravery to try something new. Really be willing to take that leap of faith. Fool and the leap of faith kind of go hand in hand, but just ready for something new, ready for something to change a little bit, and not being afraid to give it a try. So that's a great way to start your weekend, and it might be a little bit out of your comfort zone, Taurus, but not a bad idea to give it a try. So the Fool is actually telling you that even though it might be a little uncertain, it might be a little uncomfortable, this is the time to go ahead and give it a try. Be enthusiastic about it. Be ready to give your all, to give it some success, see if it works out for you. You also have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is talking about financial opportunity and feeling like you're giving a worthwhile effort toward your financial future, toward your financial situation. So maybe that's what the Fool is telling you. Be open to and be willing to try something new in the financial realm, because that's definitely someplace where you would feel very uncomfortable or very worried if you tried something and what if it doesn't work. With these two, I would say you should probably give it a try. The Page of Pentacles is saying that financial opportunity is going to be there for you, and it will feel like a worthwhile effort and more than likely bring you good news. So between the Fool saying take a chance and be brave enough to make that leap of faith, and the Page of Pentacles saying, yeah, I see some success there financially. Good time to try something new financially this weekend, Taurus. Then with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is telling you be very aware of what's going on around you. Make sure that anything that you have felt conflict or has caused tension for you, pay attention to that because it's speaking to you. I don't think that that's involved with your finances. I think that the Five of Swords is talking to you about something a little bit more personal, or something that you already have a feeling for. When you have that tension and that conflict built up, you kind of already know what it is you want to do. Or if you think about, you know what, every time I think about this, or every time I feel like I want to do something about it, I chicken out, or I decide I'm not going to pursue that right now. Five of Swords is saying this weekend might be a good time to address it, Taurus. So perhaps that's what we should be doing, working on our financial goals and what we think we can do, and being brave enough to try it, and also being brave enough to address something that's been causing you some conflict. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. And welcome, Virgo. Let's see what we have for you this weekend. We are starting with the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Two of Cups. So some nice balance there, the 2 and the 2. And then you have Judgment right in the middle. Now we know Judgment is usually talking about a sense of renewal when it comes to ourselves, giving yourself a break and kind of starting fresh. So this weekend you're going to be less hard on yourself because you are kind of a perfectionist. You like things to go a certain way, and that's wonderful. And it's a really good way to go through life, I have to say. I mean, I wish I was more like that. But with Judgment right there in the middle of the reading, it sounds like you're going to give yourself a break this weekend, Virgo, and really do your best, which you always do, but you're not going to be so critical of yourself and probably not of others. But with Judgment, you are talking about yourself, and being able to look back at things that you've done in the past and really see them for the success that they are, or realize that because of those things that you've invested in the past, whatever those projects, money, effort, whatever you've done, you are seeing that they are causing success for your future. You are seeing that light at the end of the tunnel pretty much, and that's a wonderful thing. So therefore you feel like you can give yourself a little bit more leeway. And we all need to do that every once in a while. Just realize, don't be so serious, don't take yourself so seriously. And in this case, you can do that because you can see what you are accomplishing. You really can start to see, okay, I've been doing this for XYZ amount of time, or I've invested this amount of money, or I've done this. The Judgment card is saying that you're finally going to see that. You're finally going to start to see your outcome, which is pretty exciting. And then with the Two of Pentacles, talking about seeing your outcome, just saying that you are very resourceful and you are able to balance things. And even in uncertain times, you can juggle your resources so that you have what you need when you need it. Not, you notice I didn't say want, I said need. So you are able to really balance things so that you are pretty much on an even keel all the time. And another wonderful trait. And then the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups, we were talking about the joy of partnership, the harmony that comes from a partnership. So, of course, we would like to say every time that that's involving your partner, or your lover, or your spouse, but not always. We're talking about the joy of partnership and harmony. So that could totally be, even though the Three of Cups is your friendship card, this could be talking about a friend or someone who you care very deeply for, who is very involved in your life. And since we're talking about seeing things come to fruition, and then seeing that you are able to really handle your money so that you can do what you need to when you need to, I would say we are talking about your partner, your spouse, or what have you. But either way, you are definitely going to be working with someone who you really love being with, and you love spending time with, who loves you and loves spending time with you. So not a bad way to spend your weekend, Virgo. And I'm glad that you're going to give yourself a little break. Either way. And that's what I'm seeing for you. And Capricorn, hello, and thank you for tuning in. We are starting with the Ten of Cups, Strength, and the Knight of Wands. So I want to address the card in the middle, your Power card, the Strength card. Capricorn, you're really good at being very loyal and being very caring. So I feel like Strength really speaks to you. And so in this case, you are going to be exhibiting that this weekend. You're going to be very on task. You're going to be helping somebody this weekend with something. The strength in this is saying, I feel like it's saying you're going to be helping somebody because of that strength. They're going to need you, more than likely be leaning on you. So probably an emotional thing where that is going to be required. Someone's going to need a shoulder to cry on. They're going to need a pair of hands to help them move. You're going to be counted on this weekend, Capricorn. I feel like your strength, that strength at leading by love and thought instead of just brute force and just strength itself, I feel like that is what's happening. You're going to be called upon to do something very caring. And that's definitely, in your wheelhouse. It's something you're comfortable with, Capricorn. And with the Ten of Cups, with that emotional card being in your reading, the Ten of Cups is talking about love and joy and security, harmony, and just feeling like you are that kind of person that you would come to the rescue. And I feel like that's what it is. You're going to be coming to the rescue for someone this weekend, Capricorn. And because you have that Ten of Cups talking about your sense of self-esteem is very high, and that sense of connectedness because of that love and joy and security, all those things that are happening, I do feel like that is definitely what's going to be happening for you this weekend. Someone's going to be calling upon you for the strength that you have, and they're going to need you to kind of impart some of that to them. Then with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is talking about premature action. Like maybe you're jumping the gun on something, but because you do have that strength there, I think your strength is going to kind of work along with the Knight, and you'll be getting some positive forward action going, but not too soon. I think your sense of right timing will be right on. And because of this, the whole thing put together, you are going to be needed this weekend. And you are going to rise to the challenge. You're going to be able to be there for someone and impart that strength that you have, exhibit that joy and love that you already have going on for you, and that it will help you and whoever you're helping move forward. A very positive way. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. Hi, Gemini. Thanks for stopping in. And now let's see what we're talking about for you this weekend. So we are starting with the Hanged Man, which I can't think of a better time to have the Hanged Man than the weekend. Chilling. And you have the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So the reason I said that with the Hanged Man is because with the Hanged Man, he is asking you to wait. He's asking you to take a quick pause, just a temporary pause in your normal life. Just take a little time because sometimes you just need it. And in this case, it's usually so that you can really help yourself in another area. So take a break for yourself this weekend, Gemini. Make sure you take some time just for you, where you literally just embrace the stillness, where you meditate on something or nothing. Just clear your mind and just really enjoy being still. That I feel will be very, very important for you going forward, and also for you to have the best weekend possible, for you to really enjoy yourself. Take some time somewhere in that weekend to really regroup by just meditation. Just a short little break for some meditation will probably work wonders. So don't be afraid to take some time to be still. And then we have the Queen of Swords. With the Queen of Swords, she is talking about perception and intellect and being able to understand things enough to get through them. So like if something's really been not bothering you, something you haven't understood. If there's something that you haven't understood and it's been causing you not to get past it or get over it, the Queen of Swords is saying that this is the time where your intellect will kick in and you will be able to understand something better than you have in the past. So again, maybe that's why Spirit's telling you need to take a little break. You need to have that moment of stillness. You need to pay attention to the Hanged Man because you need to contemplate something. You need to understand something better. Then your Nine of Wands. With the Nine of Wands, we are talking about really seeing your plans on the verge of realization. So something, again, maybe that's why you're asking yourself, or the Spirit is asking you to calm down for a minute and really think, because now your action card, your Nine of Wands, is saying that something is about to happen for you, something that you've been planning that hasn't quite come to be, something that hasn't happened, probably because you haven't taken the time to really push it forward, move it through. And then you have the Queen of Swords telling you that you're actually going to be understanding things better than you have in a long time. So why not? Why not get those plans from the verge of happening to happening? Make them realize your plans. And that is what I am seeing for you this weekend, Gemini. Welcome, fellow Libras, and let us get started. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So Ace and Ace, like that. Ace of Pentacles, really like that, because the Ace of Pentacles is saying that money is going to be great. Material success is pretty much guaranteed, to the point where you're just feeling very contented. You are okay with the way that things are going. And it's because you have the gift to manifest your desires. You just have to trust in that. So really see, if you want your financial situation to be better, I know that seems crazy, but if you start to really think about it, create it, manifest your desires. Really concentrate on what would you need to do in order to become more successful financially, to bring that material success to you and bring that prosperity and contentment, and then act on it. So speaking of acting on it, we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is saying that there are so many potential new beginnings out there for you. Be more creative and really open yourself up to growth when it comes to new ventures and success in the ventures that you're currently in. So that inspiration is there with the Ace of Wands, and then the Ace of Pentacles is saying, yes, we really need that. We want to be able to be open to new financial opportunities. We want to be able to embrace the ones that we already have. We want to be able to be creative enough to think of new ones. So finances are going to be very good for you. This weekend, you're going to be brainstorming. I feel like brainstorming, really honing in on and concentrating, what can I do to be more successful financially and materially in general. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands are both working very hard for you. So you need to work hard and embrace them and use them. You know, what can I do? And then with the Seven of Cups is talking about being able to use every part of yourself, being able to combine the heart, the intuition, and the mind for your best possible choices. So when you throw that in, even though it's your emotional card, but when you throw that into the mix of being open to be creative and inspired to be more successful in general, Libra, that's a great thing. That even your emotional card is saying, be open to this, be willing to think with your heart, your mind, and your intuition. Blend all of those so that you can make the best choices possible for yourself and make your future more prosperous. So that is what I am seeing for you, Libra. And welcome to you, Aquarius, and let's see what's happening for you this weekend. We are starting with the Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Empress. So you have two power cards, really nice ones. So let's go ahead and start with your first card, though. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about being really tapped into and in tune with security and stability when it comes to financial matters or material matters, but feeling lucky in the same note. So the Knight is saying that you are really feeling fortunate when it comes to finances, which is a great way to look at things. And this weekend in particular, you're going to be feeling like that, like you are really on top of your game when it comes to your finances. And it's not just right now, it's because you're really trying to be good with them. So from your past efforts on to right now to today, because of the way that you have treated money, dealt with your financial realm, you are doing well and you really feel it this weekend. Temperance definitely goes along with that, because temperance is talking about moderation and compromise so that you can be successful and have what you need. So temperance is also agreeing with that Knight of Pentacles that you've done very well for yourself, and you have been very steadfast. You have been working on this and it's paying off, and you're feeling like it's paying off. So that's really nice. And then with the Empress is talking about creative force, where your creativity is bringing abundance to you. Beauty, creativity, all those types of things. But in particular in the home life or the domestic life, that strong sense of harmony and just feeling like you are just feeling very abundant in general, where you feel like you are able to spread that on to someone else. You feel like you can nurture other people and help other people because you are at that point in your life. And of course, that goes hand in hand with temperance. Again, with that balance, you are very balanced when it comes to the home life, to the just being very open to positive things within the home, within your personal life. And then, of course, as we said, you're doing very well with your finances as well. So the temperance is definitely like the middle card. It is your balance right there. So that is what I am seeing for you this weekend, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me. And I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.